Hello, good morning to everybody who has just joined, and my name is Akanksha and I run Art Canvas Design Studio with my partner. Her name is Seema, who's also my mom. We are a mother-daughter duo who run this studio for the past 8.5 years, little more than that actually, and we take many online sessions almost every day. We take offline sessions at our studio here in Baroda, Gujarat, and we often travel to other cities as well for our offline sessions. Since the last 2 months, we have started doing these free Facebook Live workshops every Friday, 11 o'clock, on simple compositions to try or explore. If you are not able to join any of our other sessions, then we have started these classes to help you to learn, still be able to learn from us. Today we are going to do a clay mural. This is called, we are going to basically build a little 3D with clay. We are going to sculpt the piece as per the reference picture and create a relief work. This kind of work is called relief work technically, and we generally call it, for easier understanding, we call it a clay mural that we create on a flat sheet of canvas. Apurva, this question is irrelevant to today's class, so please ask questions related to the session so we are able to answer. In general, acrylic paints they don't need a finishing coat at all. They already have a pigment in them called resin, which gives it a coat of its own. So it's not necessary to give it a coat. There is no protecting it. It's already protected. Now, let's go ahead and start. Morning to everybody who has just joined. Hi Tanmay, good morning. So I have my sketch ready here, and I have some clay here which I am going to use for today's class. One second. Yes. So the clay that we use for this clay mural that we create is called Mould It, and it comes in two parts like this. If you know what M-Seal is, it's the same thing as that, and it comes in two parts which have to be mixed in equal parts in order to be able to use it for your work. Hi Nandini, good morning. So I'm going to open both the packets, and it has to be mixed in 1:1 proportion. Right now I'm going to mix the entire packet, but if you are using or working on smaller projects, then I would recommend not mixing the entire packet together, as you may end up wasting. Once it's mixed, you cannot reverse the process. It will dry whether we like it or not, so you only mix how much you require, and it will come in two parts like this. And you see there is a color difference between the two. We are going to mix both these parts until it becomes one single color, so we can use it in our work. Hi Kiran, good morning. Happy to see many familiar names from previous sessions. If anyone has any questions, you can type them out in the chat. Please try to ask questions relevant to the class form that we are teaching. If you have any other questions, then you can reach out to us personally for those. Hi Sony, good morning. So I have the clay, I have some paints that I would like to use. I have a glass of water. I have Fevicol. Anugra, you can use MDF board, that's fine. It's not necessary to use canvas. We use canvases for all our work, but you can use whatever base you want, no issues. Just make sure you put glue at the base so that you're sure that your clay is stuck to your base. For all those who are going to work with us, that's great. If you are going to work later and are unable to do it right now, it will be posted to our YouTube channel later. So you can work on that as well later at your own time. The class details and the sketch and the image have already been released to our Facebook and Instagram pages, which are both called Art Canvas Design Studio, and the YouTube channel is also called Art Canvas Design Studio. Yes, Anugrah, this is a canvas board. Okay, let's go ahead and start. So I think we will start with the stems, because all of the other things are kind of coming out from the stem, and that would be the center line. So let us put a thin line for the stem first, and then we can do the berries and the leaves after that.
Neetu, the reference picture is just right here. It has been posted on our page in advance.
So I'm going to take, I've already mixed the two parts of the clay, and I'm going to take a little piece and I'm going to roll it into a thin
Hi, good morning to everyone who's just joined us for our free session.
And I'm going to place it where I want it and cut the excess. Going to give it some little angles that you see in the reference picture as well. Make sure to put a little Fevicol underneath when you are trying to stick. Hello, good morning.
Do let us know from where you're joining us. Would be happy to know.
For this particular berry, I'm going to put the stem later because the stem is overlapping the fruit. Basically, in all these kind of compositions, you start with the lowest part first. But here there are a lot of ups and downs, so I have randomly decided to start with the stem.
Hi Kavya, good morning.
And I don't want to put a very fat stem. I want it to be nice and delicate looking. Now I'm going to make a small round to do this first berry over here. Going to make a round structure and I'm going to place it here and I'm going to dome it a little bit. Do not flatten the whole thing. The whole point of doing clay mural is to allow to allow a 3D look. We don't want to flatten everything out, so keep it a nice dome shape so that it looks like a berry at least.
Try not pressing it from the center.
You can use any butter knife or kitchen knife or palette knife to put that line in the center. I'm just going to go ahead and place another berry here, the one at the back. Let's do that first. The ones at the back should have lesser height because they are at the back. With a little palette knife, going to give it a little slit. And then we can put the stem for the upper one. It's a small short one.
Hi, good morning.
Morning to everyone who has just joined. We are working on a clay mural today. Let's do the berry next to it here. Again, it should not be too fat. For all those asking for the reference image, that's not what we want to see in the class. So, and we have limited space on the screen. The reference image and sketch have both been released to our Facebook page before the class. So you can go ahead and find it from there. Right now I have limited screen space, so I can't keep everything inside the screen. Hi Renu, good morning. This berry doesn't really have any lines, it just has a round structure, and I'll put the last one.
So we actually work from the background into the foreground.
The name of the clay and what we are using was discussed in the beginning, and it has been posted as well, so you can find the details in the poster of the clay that we are using. It's called Mould It. Going to put that little slit. Sejal, yes. inspiring pigments, it's clay, it's going to stick to your hand. There is no way to not make it stick. If it doesn't stick, then it's not going to stick to your canvas also. You can use a little talcum powder if you really don't want it to stick to your hands, otherwise keep washing your hands in between.
Hi, good morning to everyone who's just joined us.
I'm going to, after now I'm done with the berries, I'm going to start putting the leaf, and I'm going to start from the top side here with the smaller leaves, and I'm going to kind of shape it in my hand itself first. I'm going to flatten it, make it pointy on one side, shape it however I want.
Yes, we are going to upload the video on our YouTube channel. So you can finish it later.
This clay has a work time of 15 minutes, so it's not advisable to work very slowly. You should work a little fast with this material so that you don't it doesn't dry before you can finish your piece. So I'm putting little slits on the side of the leaf to show the little cuts on the outer side. And I'm going to put the veins of the leaf as well. You can do it with any sharp object. I'm using a palette knife to do this. And I'm going to raise the leaf a little bit where I want a little contouring to make it look a little more natural. Moving on to the next one, the smaller one. 15-20 minutes to dry. This clay takes. It dries very fast. Can use a little bit of water to smoothen the surface of the clay if it has any fingerprints. And then I'm going to use the knife again to put the slits on the outer side. And the center line.
Yes, we are using a little water to make it plain so that when you paint it, then it looks nicer.
But do not mix water in the clay. It's only to smoothen the surface. otherwise the clay will become very sticky. The clay that we are using is not water based, so do not use water to smoothen or to soften the clay, because it doesn't work like that. Water is to be used only on the surface to.
Thanks, Nandini. If you have any questions, do type it out in the comments. We would be happy to answer relevant questions.
You can raise the corners a little bit if you want a little play. Now on to the next one. The leaves become quite a bit bigger as we move towards the lower side, so this entire leaf we have to do together. So I have taken a little bigger piece. Neetu, everything has been released before the class, so you can refer to the poster which is posted to our page for material names and details. Going to shape this petal which goes over the berry. Going to put my cuts other side. Careful where it's going over the.
Yes,
all
is it
those
canvas?
all those asking about the material, please refer to the details that have been posted. The name of the material that we are using is posted.
Hetal, good morning. We're doing good.
We will mark the center vein.
Good morning to everyone who's just joined us.
You can raise the edges of the leaf a little bit to give it a little more 3D feel.
And natural bend.
Now the one on the back here. So for all those who have just joined, we are using Fevicol Mould It. Many people keep asking the same question again. So I'm going to tell you one more time that this is called Fevicol Mould It, the clay that we are using. You can feel free to use whatever clay you want. It doesn't matter as long as you can shape it to create the mold, to create the mural that we are doing right now. And the image of the class and the class details have been released before the session onto our Facebook page, so you can refer to that. This is a canvas board. It's not a pad, it's not a sheet, it's a canvas board that we are using. And that doesn't matter either. You can use whatever base you want to do this work.
Yes, Hetal, it is molded clay.
Putting little slits on the leaf.
Thank you, Hetal.
And the center vein. And oops, you can raise it a little bit to give it a nicer look.
Hi, put in the comments if you want to ask anything about what we're doing right now. Do let us know from where you're joining us. We'd be happy to know.
Now I'm going to place this big leaf here, which is under this leaf, and it's behind the berry, so ideally we could have done it before also.
Hi Hetal, nice to know. Welcome from Nagpur. Hi Shikha, welcome from Indonesia. Prashanti from Bangalore. Lovely to see you.
Okay. I'm just going to raise this leaf for a little while till I finish contouring the lower one, and then we can lower it again later. Okay, Renu, hi from Delhi. I'm going to smoothen the surface with a little water to get rid of any fingerprints on the surface of the clay, and after that I'm going to put the cuts on
Hi
the
Nandini,
edges.
welcome from Modi Ji ka Ahmedabad. Hey Sejal, welcome from Raipur, Chhattisgarh. Happy to see everyone from different parts of the country and abroad.
We'll put the center vein. And
Hetal, it's a canvas board.
we'll put the outer veins. And I'm going to raise it a little bit from some places like I did the previous ones.
Sejal, I think you missed the introduction. So we have a studio in Baroda, Gujarat, and we do lots of sessions in our studio as well as online sessions. Hello Mittal, good morning. Nice to see you.
Going to put this top leaf back to overlap the bottom one. This leaf is pretty much flat, so there isn't much that I want to do to it. Looks nice as it is.
Hey Shailaja, welcome from Durg, Chhattisgarh.
One more is left on this side.
Yes, Mittal, we are from Baroda. Yes, Hetal. Nice to read. You're from Nagpur, Maharashtra.
For all those asking about the material, it has been posted already. So kindly refer to the details in the poster, which is released much before the class, where you will find all the material details. As for the live session, we already described the materials in the beginning of the class. So you can find the image, sketch, etc. posted. And our studio is in Vasna in Baroda, Gujarat, for Mittal, who is asking about it. For all our Friday sessions, the class is announced before the live with material details as well as the sketch and the image for class, which you can keep ready before the session if you wish to work with us. And the video will be posted later to our YouTube channel as well. If you were unable to work with us, you can check out the video and do it at your own time later. The YouTube channel name is the same as our name everywhere else. It's the same name on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, everywhere.
Yes, Hetal. Free classes on Friday only. Every Friday.
And all other classes throughout the week and the month are paid classes which you are free to join with a fee.
It is clay and it's not chalk powder.
Going to put little cuts on the outer side of this one. And going to put the center line.
Mittal, the YouTube channel is by the same name, Art Canvas Design Studio. You can check it out.
Going to shape it a little bit.
Sejal only on Fridays.
Okay, so the clay work is done. So I'm going to quickly wash my hands and be back so that we can work on painting it. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. And we are ready to paint it. So the method that I am going to use to paint it is one way of finishing this picture, but you can feel free to paint it however you like. It's not necessary to paint it the way I am going to do it. I'm going to put a light shade of brown in the background, and then I'm going to put a dark shade where I've done the clay work, and I'm going to give it a gold metallic finish. That's how I'm going to finish it. But you can feel free to paint it however way you like. So I'm going to use a little bit of burnt sienna, which is a brown shade, and a little bit of white to do the background. And I'm going to keep it light and a little textured. So lots of white and a little bit of burnt sienna here and there with a flat brush. Yes, you can use bottle colors, that's not an issue. So only for knife painting that we teach, you can't use bottle colors, you need to use tube colors only. But for any other compositions that we may teach, you are free to use bottle colors. Yes, it's white and burnt sienna so that my shades stay light. Don't forget to fill in all these little corners. Like I said earlier, you can finish and do painting however you like. It's not necessary to do it the way I'm doing it. This is one way of finishing it.
Good morning to everyone who has just joined us.
We are doing a clay mural today. We are already done with the clay portion of the class, and we are working on doing the top finishing with paint. As you can see, I have left it a little patchy. I have not made everything super smooth. Please check the details of the free class on our Facebook page or our Instagram page where it is posted. You can find the details there.
Each Friday we do a different kind of art form. If you're interested, do check it up. All details are posted on our page.
Okay, so the background is done. Now I'm going to use a little bit of dark shade. So I'm going to use burnt umber. Hetal, the classes are free for a reason. We can't keep taking classes at all times suitable. The Friday class is done as a gesture for everybody who cannot join our paid classes. If you wish to join any other classes, please book your session and join that. And the class timings are absolutely fixed. If anyone has any questions, please ask questions relevant to the class so that helps everybody. If you wish to join any of the paid sessions, they have been posted as well. You can let us know which ones you wish to join for and book the same. The free class is on every Friday 11 o'clock and the details are posted
well in advance. Yes, we are doing dark brown color.
So I'm giving the clay portion a dark finish at the base because I'm going to give it a metallic highlight to give a kind of an antique look. Thank you. And I have done the background with a lighter brown and black. Be careful not to paint the lower portions while doing this. I'm going to paint all of the clay with a dark shade at the base. You can switch to a smaller brush if to do smaller portions of the piece which you can't reach with the bigger brush.
Background seriously is a personal choice.
The original is a wood engraving, it's not a painting, and however you paint it is up to you. We are not imitating what we are taking as a reference. That is a reference. We have a certain way in which we finish these pieces. and the original is not an art piece, it is a wood engraving. That's why the colors are the way they look. So it's important to be able to read the original reference first in order to be able to change how it looks as per how you want it. I'm going to leave the background like this because I'm going to paint it the way I like it. You can feel free to paint it the way you like it. Sejal, thank you. We'll be done soon. Going to switch to a smaller brush. To do little fine tuning work here, which I could not do with the bigger brush. You can paint it however you like. This is just one method. Usually I don't like bright colors. I'm not fond of very colorful pieces in relief work, so I don't paint it any other way. Yes, Hetal, we are going to do that. That's why we are doing a dark color at the base.
Hi Kiran, thanks. Thanks Mittal. Sejal, you get metallic colors in camel colors, also in bottle colors, in all brands.
I'm also going to clean up whatever parts I have painted on the lower side by mistake, so that I don't have any stains anywhere. Thank you, Karishma. So little bit of burnt sienna and white again. Not too many places, just a few that I want to clean a little bit. That's it. Yeah, it is looking like chocolate, I agree. But don't eat it. Now I'm going to take a little bit of metallic paint, and this is a tube. This is called antique gold. It's a Camlin paint tube, and I'm going to use it over the parts that I have painted with the brown. The lower paint is still wet, so it will mix quite naturally with the brown paint. Now it look like gold plated chocolate. Oops, shaking a little. Make sure you don't have too much paint on your finger, because it will make a big blob of paint on your piece, which you don't want. You just want a little bit of the effect to give a antique kind of an effect to the 3D parts that we have done. I sometimes also paint the entire piece with the dark paint and just do the metallic highlights on the clay portion. Or you can give it a light background, or you can paint it however else you want. It's your version. Feel free to.
You can paint it with a brush as well.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to my paintbrush to reduce the effects a little bit. Sure. All of you who wish to try this, you can share your work over WhatsApp, you can share your work over Instagram chat, Facebook chat. We usually reply the fastest on WhatsApp and on Instagram. You can feel free to reach us there. I am only fixing the gold a little bit where I don't want it, or where I want the contrast to show a little bit.
Yes, Sejal, I think it's a good idea. It will look good. You can try it.
Okay. You can also use other shades of metallic paint, bronze or darker gold,
Neetu,
or
there
any
is-
other colors.
There is no WhatsApp group as such. You can just, our numbers are listed there. You can chat with us on those.
So we don't make WhatsApp groups because it compromises the privacy of everybody who wishes to join us. So we don't believe in WhatsApp groups and we don't make them either. But we do respond to private personal conversations with whoever wants to reach out to us. So our numbers are available on the website or on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I will type it out. I will type it out in the chat box later as well, so that you can reach us quickly. The video of today's session will be posted to our YouTube and our Facebook. This live will be posted immediately to Facebook, but the entire video will be posted to our YouTube channel, which is the same name as Art Canvas Design Studio. Thank you. We are done with today's class. That was a quick one, and you can share your work with us if you wish to, and take our feedback if you'd like it. So hope everybody enjoyed the class. Thank you. Next week we are going to do Madhubani, which is a traditional art form from some part of from Bihar. And we are going to do that next week on Friday. The image and the sketch will be released shortly. The class has already been announced. Details will also be posted after today's class. I hope everybody enjoyed the session, and I will see you next time. Most welcome. Bye. Have a good weekend.